Douglas County teachers are threatening to leave. Douglas County students are walking off campus. And 4 Douglas County school board members are now facing a lawsuit. Good evening, and thank you for joining us at 5. I'm Ann Trujillo.
I'm Shannon Ogden. Glad you're with us tonight. Now, that lawsuit was filed after last week's the conservative members of the board decided to fire the superintendent, Corey Wise. Now, the Douglas County Teachers Union says Friday's decision sends a clear message, quote, look for options elsewhere.
Denver 7's Patrick Perez is following the fallout here, and Patrick, students are going out of their way. They want to show their support for the former superintendent.
But the message those students want to say really is long lasting. They want these new board members to know that their voice matters too.
Students across Douglas County made their voices heard Monday. The first day back after the new board members voted to fire Superintendent Corey Wise.
He's done so much for the teachers here.
11th grader Audrey was one of several hundred students we saw walk out of Highlands Ranch High School shortly after 1 o'clock. Her mom is a teacher here, so she may be a little more knowledgeable about what's happened than some of her peers.
A lot of people don't really care about the school board, but there is quite a few teachers and parents and students who genuinely know who Corey Wise is and loved him.
Also joining Audrey and her classmates were students from Crest Hill Middle School, just down the street.
Come on, Crest Hill!
It's great to be here. It's surreal, and I'm just glad that we're finally being heard.
8th grader Emily admits she and her friends didn't know much about Corey Wise or the school board prior to Friday night's meeting.
Very little, which is shocking because really we should all really know more about what's going on in our community.
But what they saw and heard made them want to speak up.
We are not going to stand for injustice, discrimination, and abuse of powerful posts.
On the sidelines were parents like Craig Mason, who says the board should have given Wise a shot.
I'm an employee, I have a job, you guys have jobs. I mean, how would you feel? You're just let go with not having a chance to get on a performance plan, present your side of it.
Education over politics!
And although it's too late now to change the past, the signs are chanting all a coordinated effort to send a message to the adults whose voices may carry more weight.
Now, it is important to note here that not every single student you saw in that story was actually here for this cause. I mean, who does not want a good excuse to get out of class on a Monday at 1 o'clock? Now, on the flip side to this, I did speak with a parent who is speaking on behalf of other parents who are in support of the board's decision to fire Wise. They're expressing concern that this whole thing, it was orchestrated by adults, not the students, but the students that we spoke with today say they coordinated a lot of this through social media, maybe possibly with some help from their parents. For now, we're live here in Highlands Ranch. I'm Patrick Perez, Denver 7.
It's certainly complicated. All right, Patrick, thank you. And these protests, by the way, don't change the fact that Superintendent Wise was fired. So what happens next? Deputy Superintendents Danielle Hyatt and Andy Abner are now assuming the role of superintendent while the district looks for a permanent replacement. In a letter last night to parents, Hyatt and Abner said, we recognize there are varying degrees of emotions and perspectives in the district right now, and they are encouraging the community to come together to support students, which, as they say, is the #1 priority.
Well, Change.org petition to recall several of the school board members has already gathered 23,000 signatures. The actual process is a little more sophisticated. The earliest a recall effort could begin is 6 months after an election. So in this case, that would be May. 15,000 signatures then would be needed to get on the ballot. Now, the school board has a meeting scheduled for tomorrow, and we hope you'll join us tonight on Denver 7 News at 6. We're going to take a deeper look at the role that large donations are playing at school board races.